le siliphathe nemfanisano eyiflege laseNingizimu Afrika. Sifisa ke ukuthi sibeke udaba olumayelana nokugcinwa kwezikhungo zethu zamanzi ikakhulukazi lezi ezihlonza indle. Sesibuya ke kwesihlangene ngakho lapha eKingsburg West Water Treatment Plant. Sifuna ke njengedolobha elisogwini ukusazisa abantu kuvamisile ukuthi sihlaselwe izikhukhula eziphazamisa kakhulu ukusebenza kwenqalasizinda yethu yamanzi nokuthuthwa kwendle. Ukuze siqiniseke ukuthi inqalasizinda yethu ayikhahlamezeki kakhulu noma kuthiwa kufika izikhukhula, umasipala usuhlele imali engaphezulu kwa6 million yokuqala umsebenzi wetechnology ezokwazi ukuthi ihlunge kahle umsebenzi wokuhlonzwa kwendle ukwenzela ukuthi kungahambi okungcolileyo kuyongena emfuleni yethu kuyongena kungcolise ulwandle. Wonke ke lo msebenzi obuchwepheshe uqaliwe la eQueensbury okuyiyona ndawo oqalwe kuyona nakwezinye indawo futhi uzoqhubeka kwenzeka umsebenzi omuhle. Sihambile ke sazungeza sawubona umsebenzi ukuthi wenziwa kanjani. Sithemba ukuthi lokhu kuyitechnology ezokwazi ukulekelela ukuthi umasipala wethu akwazi ukulisana nesimo sokungahlanzeki kwamabhishi nemfula yethu. Kanjalo nokugcinwa nje kwemvelo yethu kufanele sikwazi ukuphilisana nayo. Esifisa ukubika ngakho ngalezi zikhungo, sifisa ukwazisa umphakathi ukuthi umasipala weTheku usukwazile ukuthi ulungise izikhungo eziningi ebeyikhinyabeza ukusebenza kwamabhishi ulwandle lwethu lapha edolobheni laseThekwini, ngoba sizokhumbula ukuthi amanye akabe nayo inkinga yokuvalwa ngenxa yesimo sokungcola kwawo. Isitesi ke isiphehli sase iPump Station yalapha oHlange eKingsway naseWonaduni sezisebenza ngendlela kulindeleke ngayo ephelele njengamanje, ngoba seziyakwazi ukuthi zenze umsebenzi kungabi khona ukungcola kwamabhishi nemfula yethu. Ngakho ke siyasigqaja ngalomsebenzi ngoba lokho kusho ukuthi nolwandle lethu luzohlala lihlanzekile. Ulungiswa kwesikhungo sokuhlanza amanzi saseHammersdale kuzokhumbuleka ukuthi indawo yaseHammersdale lokisho elikhulayo nsuku zonke, abantu kuyakhula imizi yanda. Lokho kufaka ingcindezi enkulu kwinqalasizinda yethu njengoba sazi ukuthi ukukhula kwesibalo sabantu eThekwini into elindelekile njengoba kuyiwona umkhandlu omkhulu kuphela okhona kwaZulu Natal, kanti futhi nabanye abakumazwe aseduze nathi nakwezinye izifunda bafika bezofuna amathuba angcono kuleli dolobha. Lezi ke inhlelo ezibheke ukuthi siqinisekise ukuthi sibuyisela ukusebenza kwezikhungo zethu endaweni efanelekile. Sikhipheke imali ye265 million wokulungiswa kwalesi sikhungo. Lokhu kuzodala amathuba ukuthi izinhlelo ebezikade zibekwe eqhulwini ezifakwa kwakhiwa kwezindlu ezokudevelopa kwezomnotho kanye nezinye ezahlukahlukene zentuthuko omphakathi sezokwazi ukuqhubeka manje ngoba beyimiswe ukuthi lesi sikhungo sethu sokusebenza indle kuleya ndawo bese ngasakwazi ukumukela umthamo okhona ezakhamizini zaleya ndawo kufaka nezimboni phakathi. Ngakho ke lokhu kuzodala amathuba omsebenzi, kudala amathuba omnotho kulabo abakhelele indawo yaseMpumalanga uma lo msebenzi uqalwa kuyo lenyanga esikuyona. Ukuvulwa kwamabhishi kuzokhumbuleka ke ukuthi amabhishi mayese wonke edolobheni lethu awu23. Sifisa ukubika ke ukuthi emva kokuthi iSharksport isinxuse ukuthi siwavale amabhishi ngesizathu sokuthi amanet adabuka ngesikhathi kufika lezayimvula ezinkulu, sebewuqedile umsebenzi wokulungisa amanet oshaka. Ngakho asizokubhukuda noshaka, ngakho salivala ulwandle senzela ukuthi abantu bebhukude endaweni ephephile. Salivala ulwandle langasebenza, seliyasebenza ke manje livuliwe. Kakhulukazi amabhishi awu22 sesiwavule ngokusemthethweni edolobheni laseThekwini, futhi siyahlola isikhathi sonke ukuthi indle nesimo sendle nokungcola kwebhishi kuba ngakanani nomthelela wakho olwandle lwethu. So wonke la siwavulile akulungela ukuthi kubhukudwe kuwona. Uma kuba khona inkinga sizowavala silungise lezo inkinga njengoba sihlale senza njengomasipala waseThekwini. Kodwa sisebenzisana kakhulu nenhlangano ezimele ebizwa ngeAdopt a River ukuze kuqinisekise ukuthi imbiko nabo abayihlanganisayo nokuhlola kwabo behlola equality ikhethelo lamanzi kusuke kuyinto ekhulumisanayo nathi esikwenzayo kwilaboratory yethu njengedolobha laseThekwini. So ke kubambisana okuhle sinqumayo lokho. Isinqumo senkantolo ngodaba lama ratepayers aseWestville sifisa nje ukugoqa kafushane ukusho ukuthi sihlanganele nama-repairs ase-Westville sawanxusa ukuthi aqhubeke ney'ngxoxo silungise iy'nkinga base bayithathela isinqumo sokuthi beye enkantolo. Isicelo abasifake enkantolo kwaba isicelo sokuthi bafisa ukuthi umasipala engalisebenzisa uhlelo lwakhe olubizwa nge-credit control policy, la esithi khona uma ungasikhokhelanga ama-services sisiwadluliselile kuwe siyawuvala ugesi wakho sivale namanye ama-services. Bona bathatha isinqumo sokuthi abawumisa lokho enkantolo. Inkantolo ifike yabheka zonke iy'nhlangothi yabheka ukuthi nathi sibeke ukuthi iziphi izathu nomthetho uthini ongamele iNingizimu Afrika nomthetho osisekelo. Yathola inkantolo cha alukho lolu daba abalethe enkantolo, lwachithwa with cost, kumele basikhokhele imali yethu yey'ndleko zecala njengomasipala. Kodwa sizwile-ke besho kwabezindaba ukuthi basazoli-aphila lolu daba, nathi futhi soqhubeka sisebenze lolu daba size sifike ekugcineni ngoba sizofuna lokho esiqhubekile sinqoba kulolu daba ngoba asikho isakhamuzi noma i-Ratepayers Association efanele iziguqule kube yiyona umthetho, ithatha umthetho ezandleni zayo ngoba bonke abantu bayakhokhela ama-services kushiwo umthetho osisekelo lokho obusalelizwe. Ngakho kubalulekile-ke ukuthi wonke umuntu akhokhele idingo. Okuzokwenzeka kulaba ade besiqale bethatha imali beyoyifaka kwi-trust, bonke sizobashaja, sizobheka ukuthi abakhonekthanga illegal, sibashaje ama-illegal connection fees, sibashaje interest, sibashaje nama-penalties onke efanele sibashaje wona ukuze sibabuyisele i-service. Kumele besikhokhele konke ekufanele besikhokhele kona. Lokhu kuyisifundo hayi sala eThekwini kuphela, sabo bonke omasipala ukuthi omasipala kumele bakwaleke intela, leyo ntela kumele kuhlonishwe ukukhokhwa kwayo. Kodwa siyazibophezela njengomkhandlu wedolobha laseThekwini sizoqhubeka sisebenzisana nabo bonke omasipala ama-Ratepayers Association ala eThekwini uqinisekisa ukuthi iy'nkinga abazivezayo ze-service delivery sibhekana nazo ngqo siyazixazulula. Yingakho soqhubeka sibambisele imbiko emhlanganweni sesibe nayo, sophinde sibize imihlangano sobanikeza imbiko ngezinto abakhala ngazo. Bonke-ke abahluleka ukukhokha sinazi inhlelo ezicacile ezibhekelene ngqo nokulekelela abahlulekayo ukukhokhela izidingo kamasipala. Sifisa-ke ukwazisa umphakathi ukuthi sifake isicelo kuMnyango Wezezimali kazwelonke isicelo sokuthi sithole imali ngoba amampunge ashiwoyo kuthiwa sihlulekile ukusebenzisa imali e-1.9 billion. Amampunge lawo ngoba imali ekukhulunywa ngayo la enkulu e-1.5 billion ifike ngoMarch this year. Unyaka wemali wethu njengomasipala uphela ngoJuni. Ngakho-ke senze iy'nhlelo zokuthi singene kwi-SCM process, ukulawula ukusebenza kwamathenda kahulumeni, silandela zonke izinhla zomthetho ukwenza ukuthi kwenzeke ngendlela eyimpumelelo lokho. So besingeke sikwazi ukuthi le mali ifike ngoMarch siyisebenzise before June. Ingakho safaka isicelo kuhulumeni kazwelonke ukuthi aka-roll over, kushuthi akayithathe imali ayiqhubezele kwenye i-financial year elandelayo ngoba asizokwazi ukuyisebenzisa imali yey'nyanga eziwu-12 sisebenzise ey'nyangeni ey'ntathu. Ilokho nje okucacile okuyinkinga esibhekene nayo. Siyajabula ukuthi sebephendulile imali engaphezu kwa-720 million sebe-approvile ukuthi idlulele unyakweni wemali lesikuwona. Silindele ngesonto elizayo ukuthi bephendule kule nenye imali esasele. Kunezinto-ke ababethe asibanikeze zona, sesibanikeze zonke lezo zinto ukufaka isicelo, samitha wonke lawo ma-requirements abawadingayo. Silindele-ke impendulo kulokho. Ngakho-ke awukho umbiko othi sihluleke ukusebenzisa imali. Kunodaba-ke oluthinta ama-grant. Uhulumeni kazwelonke iCabinet ethatha isinqumo, hayi eThekwini, ethatha isinqumo sokuthi lama grants awakhathwe eNingizimu Afrika. Leyo grant i-USDG eyingxenye lawo ma-grant kanjalo ne-Informal Settlement Upgrade Program nayo futhi ezonqanyulwa. Lezo imali-ke zinqanyulwa hayi ngoba sihluleke kuyisebenzisa, inqanyulwa ngoba uhulumeni uthatha isinqumo sokuthi ukuze kubhekekele kahle isimo seyimali eNingizimu Afrika inqanyulwe le grant yehliswe. Ngakho-ke leyo mali akubona ukuthi yehlulekile ukuthi isetshenziswe emkhandlwini wasedolobheni lethu eThekwini. Ngakho kodwa sizoqhubeka futhi sifake isicelo sokuthi sibhekane ngqo nodaba lokuthi wonke lama grant akwazi ukuthi abuye azosiza i-service delivery yaseThekwini ukuhlinzekwa kwezidingo zomphakathi waseThekwini. Sifuna ukubeka-ke kucace njengomasipala waseThekwini ukuthi imali enkulu kule mali e-1.5 billion u-1.2 billion uya kwa-roads and engineering. Leyo mali already seyikhomithiwe ngoba seku-appointiwe ama-service providers azokwenza lo msebenzi. Ngakho-ke lokho esikukhuluma no-National Treasury ukuthi le mali already sekwenziwe naka-water and sanitation iy'nkampani sezi-appointiwe ukwenza imisebenzi. Kakhulukazi sekhona noma imisebenzi siqaliwe ukuthi yenzeke. Ngakho-ke kuwamampunge ukuthi kuthiwa sihlulekile ukusebenzisa lezi zimali, kodwa siyibekile izathu futhi sizoqhubeka nokuthi siyisebenzise 100%. Irecord lethu lokuthi lama grant siwaspenda 100%, asifuni lishintshe, sifuna liqhubeke liye phambili futhi siyayigqaja ngalelo record. Uhlelo lokuqashwa komphakathi through i-Public Employment Program uhlelo oluhle kakhulu lolu oluyingxenye yeprogram kamongameli eyokubhekana nesimo esibheke izwe lakithi lokuswelakala kwamathuba omsebenzi. Ngakho-ke uhlelo esilijabulelayo nathi ukuthi sinikeziwe imali yokuliqala, kodwa sithe siliqhuba sanikezwa-ke imali engaphelele ukuthi sikwazi ukuliqhuba lufinyelele kuze kuphele i-financial year. Ngakho-ke isicelo esisifakile sibe sesithi-ke kungcono silimise lolu hlelo, hhayi ukuthi baxoshiwe abasebenzi, lususpendiwe, lusamisiwe kuze kubonakala kukhona ekwazi ukwenzeka kuhulumeni kazwelonke masixoxisana naye njengomasipala waseThekwini. Kodwa nathi kwi-executive committee sithatha isinqumo sokuthi u-city manager no-CFO ababheke imali sikwazi ukuliqhuba okungenani kushaya uDisemba ngesikhathi sisalindele impendulo kahulumeni kazwelonke ukuthi lizoqhubeka kanjani lolu hlelo. Uhlelo-ke olulekelele kakhulu lolu kuhlanzwa kwamasipala, ukulungisa inqalasizinda yethu ne-maintenance yayo, kusetshenziswa labasebenzi bethu abangaphansi kwalolu hlelo abalinganiselwa kwabayinkulungwane ezihlanu, 5,000. Ngakho-ke amaphapha wangabi phezulu, sizobuya nemibiko yokuthi yini ezokwenzakala, kodwa siyalisebenza imini nobusuku lolu daba ngoba nathi siphoxekile ukuthi sithathe isinqumo esinjengalesi. Akusona isinqumo besiyimisela ukusithatha sokulimisa, kodwa siphoqoka ukuthi akwazi ukuqhubeza uhlelo olungasenayo imali kuhulumeni. Ukuxhaswa kwabezemidlalo, siyazi ukuthi umasipala wethu umasipala obhekelene nezokuvakasha, ngakho kubalulekile ukuthi sizikhangise sisebenzisa ezokuvakasha kodwa kwezemidlalo. Ingakho-ke ama-club afana no-Dolphin Cricket, Dolphins Cricket Team yalapha eThekwini, i-KZN Sharks Rugby, amaZulu FC, iLamontville Golden Arrows, i-Royal AM, ukuthi sikwazi ukubaxhasa ngemali. Lokho-ke kusilekele thina sikwazi ukuyikhangisa, kakhulukazi i-Sharks ebuyidlale phesheya, isikhangisa nasemazweni omhlaba. Siba namabhodi akhuluma ngedolobha lethu, amajezi abawagqokile, kuyikhangiso zabo abazenzayo kuma-social pages abo nakuma-platforms abo, ama-adverts bayalifaka idolobha lethu belikhangise njengedolobha. Lokho-ke kudala amathuba omsebenzi ngoba uma bezodlala imidlalo emikhulu nama-events amakhulu ezeThekwini, lokho kugcina amathuba omsebenzi kwabasebenza emahhotela, kwabasebenza ema-restaurants nabasebenza kwezokungcebeleka ngoba bahlala bekhona amathuba abo omsebenzi bekwazi ukusebenza ingapheli imisebenzi yabo bebe nama-short terms. Ngakho-ke siboneke ukuthi ngoba kufakwe isicelo se-Royal AM ukuthi i-Royal AM icela ukuthi imuve iye eMaritzburg eMsunduzi Municipality. Saxoxisana-ke nomholi bakhona savumelana ukuthi cha, asikhulule i-Royal AM ngoba idolobha elisondelene nathi uMsunduzi alikwazi ukusala lingenayo i-team ye-PSL ngoba kuzobulala ezokuvakasha eMsunduzi. Sathi siyalitsheleka-ke i-Royal AM ngesikhathi kusahamba iMaritzburg United. Mayibuya iMaritzburg United kwi-PSL izobuya futhi i-Royal AM. So i-Royal AM-ke besinikezwe 3.5 million ngonyaka. Ngakho kulo nyaka wemali, leyo mali ilesi izoyithatha siyisebenzise ukuqhubeka sisupporte lamaqembu esesikhulume ngawo eswabalulile ezemidlalo. Ngifisa ukukhuluma ngohlelo lokwafushane lwezezindlu endaweni yase-Stop 8 olifaka uWard 44, uWard 56, kanjalo noWard 55. Yes. So uhlelo-ke oludila ne-project ebizwa nge-Namibia Stop 8. Uhlelo esiliqalile ngonyaka ophelile lwezezindlu lwaselaba nezihibe phakathi nendawo. Izihibe-ke zibangelwa ukuthi khona abantu ekufanele besuswe khona ezoqhubeka kahle, kuhlelwe kahle indawo ye-development. Kwaba khona nomsindo futhi nawo wamabhizinisi phakathi wasixazulula lowo msindo. Sibonga-ke umphakathi sibonge nosomabhizinisi, sibonge nabasebenzi ukuthi sesikwazile ukuyixazulula lezo inkinga. Ngakho sesiready, seliyaqhubeka uhlelo lwakhiwa kwezindlu eNamibia stop 8 kulama wadi athintakalayo. Siyafisa ke ukubalula ukuthi lelo hlelo luzodala amathuba omsebenzi, ngaphezulu kwalokho izindlu ezilindelekile zu-1500. Angiye ngokuphetha ngokuthi ngikhulume ngomkemeli ICC, isikhungo sethu esibamba esingathi imicimbi yomhlaba wonke nowase-Afrika nemkhulu lapha eNingizimu Afrika jikelele ngempumelelo abayitholile. Sekuwukweshumi nesishiyagalombili, 18 times bewina le award. I-award ekhishwa ngoba ibizwa ngokuthi i-Africa's Leading Meeting and Conference Center ne-Africa's Leading Festival and Events Destination emcimbini womklomelo obulaphaya eDubai obizwa ngokuthi World Travel Awards ka-2023. Sibashayela ihlombe, sibonga i-board, sibonga u-CEO nabasebenzi bonke abakhona base-ICC nabasebenzi bakamasipala abasebenzisana kakhulu nale entity yethu kamasipala ukuze sithole le mpumelelo. Futhi iphethwe kahle lesi sikhungo, siphethwe ngendlela ekwazi ukulawula kahle nanokuthi ke ezimalini ime kahle. Ilokho nje itho lo clean audit ku-auditor general njalo nje eminyakeni ewu-8 baproduce ama-clean audits. Kunabafundi ke ebesibaphelezela ngolwesibili, bezohamba ngolwesithathu, sibenzela umcimbi lapha eCity Hall, bahlangana noMayor noDeputy Mayor, sizobabongela ukuthi baqokiwe ukuthi beyoparticipate ku-Youth Festival ka-2023 ose-Bremen eGermany. Ingxenye yesivumelwano sokusebenzisana lesi sibiza nge-Sister City Agreement between umkhandlu waseThekwini nomkhandlu waseBremen eGermany. Kuyobhekwa ke izinto eziningi laphaya, umlando wamadolobha ethu, ukuthi abantu basebenzisana kanjani ukuze kube khona unqubekela phambili, nokubheka nje nokungena emabhizinisini kwabantu nezamasiko nezobuciko. Konke lokhu kuzobe kwenzeka kule festival. Sinethemba ukuthi ulusho lwesimela lapha luzobuya nayo indebe, njengoba sasho ngumabhokobhoko bazobe besimele nabebuye nawo ama-awards esiwalindele. Sibafisela uhambo oluhle, baqhamuke ezikoleni ezahlukahlukene bayishumi ezifaka amawadi amaningi ala edolobheni laseThekwini, bebe nohambo oluhle, basendleleni kumanje noma sebeyofika eGermany njengoba basuka izolo. Sithemba ukuthi bayongena manje ntambama befinyelele kahle ngokuphepha. Sibafisele konke okuhle. Sifisa ke ukuthi sime lapho ngokwesiZulu. Mluleki bese niyilungisile?
Yeah, silungile bame.
Ipi lesenendala. Okay, the only two areas which we want to cover, we wish to apologize for that. We amended the the statement. On the disruption of council meeting, leadership of the municipality would like to apologize about the disruption that occurred during the last council meeting on Tuesday, the 31st of October 2023. We want to commend the Speaker of the Council for being firm in applying the rules of the Council, which resulted in some councillors of the EFF or all EFF councillors being removed from the meeting as they were disruptive and preventing the continuation of the meeting. I don't know why my team is afraid of writing EFF councillors, because they are the ones who were disrupting. So they were kicked out of the meeting, and some of them, they started to fight the security. That's an issue that the Speaker will be investigating and also apply all the rules that govern the city. So I wish to apologize to the members of the public. The meeting had an order up until they resisted the instruction from the Speaker. On the West Town development update, ladies and gentlemen, we're excited to see the progress made at the West Town development in Shongweni, as the construction of the West Town Square, which is the retail and lifestyle center of development, is forging ahead. We are pleased to report that 1,260 apartment lifestyle estate residential development is ready to commence early next year. As a city, we cannot wait to see this 50 billion investment, which is being implemented in 9 phases, being finalized, apart from contributing over 500 million to the annual revenue of the municipality. This development will create 8,500 temporary jobs for construction and 6,000 permanent jobs after its completion. This investment of more than 1.9 billion was unveiled by the chairperson, who was delegated by the mayor on behalf of the mayor, Councillor Ntuli, the chairperson of economic development, and the city manager 3 weeks ago. Those were the issues which remained behind. We wish to apologize for that. NgokwesiZulu ke besichaza nje ukuthi ukudungeka komhlangano omkhandlu kwaba yinto nathi esingajabulanga ngayo. Sifisa ukuxolisa kubantu baseThekwini, kodwa yenziwa amakhansela e-EFF ayengafuni ukulalela isiqondiso sikaSomlomo, waze wagcina sephoqelekile kuSomlomo ukusebenzisa ama-rules e-council ukubakhiphela ngaphandle komhlangano. Umsindo wasuka mase kufanele bekhishelwe ngaphandle komhlangano. Baqala-ke balwa nama-security, benza konke okungalungile okungalindelekile kubantu abangamakhansela ekufanele ngabe bayisibonakaliso esihle emphakathini ngokuyiphatha kahle. Ngakho-ke siyakuhlaba, siyakuhlikiza isenzo sabo. Sifisa ukuthi uSomlomo aqhubeke akwazi ukulungisa ngokulandela imigomo yomkhandlu, ukulungisa igwegwe lawo makhansela athintakala uma eselwenzile uphenyo lwakhe. Laphaya eWest Town besinikeza nje ukuthi emasontweni amathathu adlule ku-unveil 1.9 billion ozoqinisekisa kwakhiwe izindlu zikanokusho laphaya ama-apartments amahle kwi-estate esiyingxenye le development. Njengoba siyazi le development ukuthi izoba ne-mall, izoba kanjalo nesibhedlela, izoba nezinto eziningi ezahlukahlukene ezosiza umphakathi, kodwa futhi izodala amathuba omsebenzi awu-8,500 during the construction, idala amathuba awu-6,000 njengoba uma sekuthiwa sekuphelile umsebenzi. Nosomabhizinisi bendawo bahlomlile kulolu hlelo, kanti nabantu bendawo bayaqeqeshwa kusona lesi sikhungo esenza lo msebenzi. Siyabonga.
Sibonge kakhulu bameya ngombiko osuthe wasithulela wona otshengisa ibanga umasipala wethu olihambile ekuletheni intuthuko ezigabeni ezahlukene nasemphakathini eyahlukene. Ngiphinde ngibonge futhi umalungu omphakathi athe ahlangane nathi kulo mcimbi esinawo namhlanje lapho khona bameya enikezela ngombiko wentuthuko. Lesigaba samanje ngicela ukuvula inkundla kubafowethu bemedia kuba bakwazi ukubuza imibuzo abangabanayo kuba kumeya kanye ihambisana nezikhulu zomasipala lapho khona bezokwazi ukuphendula noma ngaba umuphi umbuzo abafowethu angabanayo. Ngiyabonga. So ngicela ukuvula ithuba for questions from the media. Then I've got 1, I've got 2, I've got 3. Anybody else? Colleagues? Okay.
Swanele ngcobo from Isolezo. Mhlawumbe umeme ngasasithintele kwi-safety kulama events azobe around iMarket.
It's Tantamabas from Eyewitness News. Mayor, you say that it was impossible that the city was going to implement the 700 projects within that period of 3 months. Now that you've applied for this rollover, how many more months does the city need in order to ensure that those projects are implemented and completed? And what are the chances of National Treasury declining this rollover application? On another issue, we've had 5 different shooting incidents in eThekwini alone last week. This includes mass shooting. It also includes shooting between police and suspected criminals. They say that...
My name is Vusi Kumalo from SABC News. I think I've got quite a few questions. The first one is about the Webb Ellis Trophy Tour. Why is it previously you'll be attending to that, and with the festive season fast approaching, a lot of customers or consumers on the beach front, or people will be going to the beachfront, will be without those important facilities to entertain themselves. So what are you doing in order to address that? And also about the peddling pools that have not been working for months, if not years. What is the city doing in order to ensure that those facilities do work? Thanks.
Oh, asiqale ngapha. Sokukhava. Okusele. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for Msolezo. We have beefed up our security in Moses Mabhida. They have their own security that they have put in place, particularly when they have major events. But also we do provide additional support through our Metro Police, and we've never had an incident in the precinct of the stadium where there have been, incidents of crime. We've hosted major events as the city in the last couple of months. In fact, in the last couple of years, and it's been a long while since we've had any major incidents that points to the lack of safety and security. So we will continue to do that because that is our iconic facility, and we pride ourselves in providing world-class events through that particular facility. For Mdongo, we are very concerned about the mass shootings and the incidents of the last few weeks, which really reflect societal problems. And without digging deep into the details of what happened there and what is the response, because that is a concurrent function with the national government in terms of South African police services, that they are handling that. Our police are working around the clock in partnership with SAPS to ensure that we uproot those criminal elements that are terrorizing our people. The strategy will yield results, and undoubtedly, because in other parts of the city where we have experienced this kind of crime, the police have intervened, and they've intervened decisively and successfully. If you follow these stories, you will realize that in places like Claremont, we used to have these mass shootings, and our police intervened and intervened successfully. So these criminal activities seem very nomadic. They move from one area to another, but we are hoping that with all our combined effort, we will be able to uproot it. But also we are relying on our community as well to also play an active and vigilant role, because it can't be government with police alone to deal with these problems. So we are really pleading with our communities to say they must come forward, even on anonymous basis, to help us deal with these problems. The smart police technology, which is inclusive of body cams that you made reference to, that tender has already been finalized. Well, some aspects of that particular tender have been finalized. We can give the time frame of the end of the financial year for us to say we will have fully implemented all the critical aspects of that particular tender. The process of recruiting Metro Police has already commenced. We will still be looking for additional resources to be able to recruit more. The numbers are not enough, but we are propping up that by working in close partnership with SAPS in certain troubled precincts of the city. So we do have a plan, but that plan will come fully into operation once we have employed all the numbers that we think we need to be able to deal with these problems. Mashobane, the issue of the route for display of the Web Ellis Cup is determined by SAFU, the rugby union, having taken due cognizance of time, but also of security concerns. So I wouldn't want to speak on their behalf. They do consult us, we do voice our views. The mayor was quite strong in saying areas of the south also need to be covered. But in the end, the relevant rugby union is the one that makes those decisions after having looked at the operational issues. But we are doing our best as the city to ensure that we mobilize our people. The cup will be in the routes that are part of the city, so we know that our spectators, our supporters of the rugby team will make effort to be able to come and lace those routes to ensure that we support our team. The issue of the discontinued leases at some restaurants is mainly as a result that we are required by law to embark upon an open and competitive bidding process to get people who are going to operate those restaurants. So that process is generally not something that you can conclude that very quickly because it's also exposed to some appeals and what have you. But also we've taken a decision that if you want to lease a space to someone, it must at least be upgraded and be perfect for occupation. So that the team at real estate were telling me that most of them in the next 3 to 6 months will be concluded. But what we have decided to do, those that are really unsightly and dilapidated, we have taken a decision, a conscious decision to say that we are going to fix those facilities ourselves so that people don't get a view of the beach that is degenerating whilst waiting to appoint people who are going to operate those facilities. In terms of the swimming pools, we can safely confirm here that the Laguna Beach pool is ready for opening. The mayor, he still have to look at his diary, he will go and open that. It's a work that has taken place over the last 9 to 10 months to bring that pool to a functional stage. If you can go there, you will see that it is indeed a world-class pool that it was meant to be. So we pride ourselves, we are very proud of our team. We will be ready to launch soon, depending on the diary and availability of the mayor. Then the children amusement pool on the South Beach. That one we were finalizing the tender processes, and the team has assured me that by the mid of the festive season that swimming pool will be functional. And we're working flat out around the clock to ensure that it works. I must say it was quite a complex process, taking into account that we had to comply with a lot of treasury regulations pertaining to local content and the interpretation of that. And so it led to a couple of non-appointments and recommencing of the process afresh. So all those things have added to the delays, but we are now on track because we have done an appointment of the service provider who has promised us that by that specific date it will be readily available for use. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bafana sikushayile ihlombe uphendule kahle kakhulu CM. I think I just want to emphasize on the issue of technology. It's not only about body cameras. We are busy repairing CCTV cameras. We'll unveil that project once it is done. Our target is by end of November. All the city center cameras should be operational. That is our target. So we'll unveil that, including the clip lens cameras that normally give us some challenges. They are part of the repairs that we are conducting. But let me take this opportunity to commend the Minister of the Police and the team for the good work they are doing in the city. They are doing a wonderful job. They are arresting these criminals. They are also helping them to go to jail, but those who want to resist, those who think that they can shoot more than the police, they get what they are expecting. So we are really happy with the work that is being done, but people must behave. They must know that you are not a banana republic. If you break the law, allow yourself to be arrested. Don't fight. Don't shoot at the police. Don't shoot our committee members. But we also wish to commend our community crime fighting structures. They are on the ground. They are working with the police, the neighborhood teams, community initiative. We have seen a lot of work on the ground that they've been doing, and there is improvement in many areas where they are existing, and we continue to support them. We met with Mr. Price. When we took a visit to Mr. Price, we said to Mr. Price, because you are producing jackets and everything, can't you help these neighborhood watch with reflector jackets? Mr. Price said, no problem. So they are busy producing that. They are going to support us in that. We'll be going to other businesses as well to look for other assistance. There are many things that all these structures require on the ground so that they can effectively do their work. That also includes city manager, how we review the disposal policy of our vehicles. So we want to take our vehicles, instead of taking them to auction, we need to take them, those which can still be utilized, to these structures to fight crime effectively and patrol their areas. So that's what we'll be bringing to the council as a proposal that we need to approve, so that we can fully support. People who are fighting against crime need and require concerted efforts and support so that they do that effectively. So those were the issues, and we are looking forward. City men don't want to delay you. You are ready now with Lagoon, so next week let's launch it. So the mayor is committing that next week we are launching it. We'll call you as media houses to come and witness the launch of that pool. And the other pools towards the 15th of December, we'll also launch it, the paddling pool, as we have committed. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Babu Mayor.
Sorry, Nzele. The question that was raised about the state of readiness for beach facilities, I've also got good news with specific details. The following facilities on the beachfront will be open by the 15th of December. So they are done, awarded, ready to run. Those are circus on the beachfront, joke holes on the beachfront, bike and bin and kiosks. That will be reopened by the 15th of December 2023. Then the complete reopening, so we've covered the bike and bin.
Yeah.
So thank you very much.
That's a good work. Before we close, for all the major events, this city, there won't be any lull. During festive season, there are major events that will be taking place, people enjoying themselves. We invite everybody to come, and there's no destination better than Durban to visit during festive season. So all the noise about the infrastructure and the beaches, we've sorted that. Let's work together. Let's welcome visitors, and Durbanites must enjoy themselves. Let's continue and have umnandi, because more fun umnandi was a Durban. Sebo.
Sibonga kakhulu Babu Mayor, Babu Mbele, ngombiko sikhona. There you have it, members of the media. The city is ready to have another bumper, safe festive season. With that, I would like to close this session and to thank you so much for being with us today, and one is looking forward to you joining us, Bob Mayor, at the launch of the Lagoon Beach pool next week. The invitation will be circulated in due course. Sibonga kakhulu ukuthi kube nathi namhlanje. Phezulu kunama refreshment esiwahlelile. Kumele ukuthi nikhuphuke nibe khona.